Humans of the cardboard, welcome back to Just Nuts. Today we're talking about a brand new deck build pack, actually, that got announced late last night. The OCG don't give a shit about our American YCSs and our TCG ban lists, so they actually dropped this late last night. It kind of got lost in just the noise of the ban list and the YCS concluding, all that stuff. But it is still cool, and I want to talk about it because we've actually done some interesting discussions on deck build packs somewhat recently. So here we go. This deck build pack is named Justice Hunters. All we really know for it is the name and when it is coming. It is set to release in the OCG at least on March 22nd. So early in the year, we're actually not going to be too far away from this. If you don't know how Konami generally likes to take these things from a news standpoint, they usually will release it here. Then once they're about 2.5-ish, maybe like 3 months out, they'll reveal one piece of artwork for each archetype and like a small little sentence or two of just general description of like kind of how the archetype will. Like I think with Ryziel they mentioned it's an XYZ based deck. I think with Malice they mentioned it works with Cyberse archetypes, stuff like that. But you don't really get much there. And then 2 months out you'll get the first archetype almost fully revealed. Another couple weeks you get the second archetype almost fully revealed. Another couple weeks you get the third, and then down the final stretch they'll just release one final card for each archetype leading up to the actual release of the product. So there you go. That just gives you some insight there. So I wouldn't expect to really see much here until probably January. It may be early January, early to mid, but that's when we'll probably get our first actual information here. Other than that, I don't think you can draw too much from this as far as the name. It's so different from core sets because core sets the name will always pertain to an anime deck that's getting support. So you can go and look at like, okay, what anime decks exist? You can look at stuff, the information we already have, and compare and contrast and be like, oh, I think it's clearly this anime archetype. Whereas deck build packs normally introduce entirely new archetypes, so it's like you can't really draw from anything there. The best you can do is just look at maybe some general themes. This is called Justice Hunters. Could that be some sort of hero adjacent archetype? I don't think it would actually be heroes, but you know what I mean, like vigilantes, hero-esque cards, almost like Super Quantum maybe could be just Justice Hunters, like adjacent, an archetype kind of with that type of theme. But as far as playstyle and stuff, you just really can't get much out of this. And I think the only other thing to mention here that I'm particularly interested in, because we've talked about it recently in the last couple of years, is not the last couple of years, but last year. Last year was like the first year we only got one deck build pack the entire year. It was Crossover Breakers. We literally just got it like days ago in the TCG. We did not get one early in the year. And I thought Konami may have been going in that the direction of like maybe we lean back on deck build packs a little bit. We are pumping in maybe a few too many new archetypes a year into the game, and it's kind of becoming a lot. Some of them are getting watered down. The sets, like those sets, don't always do the best if it's not as competitively relevant as like Crossover Breakers. Like that's going to be really successful, but they've had some in the past where the archetypes weren't that competitive out the gate, and I can't imagine those sets really did too well on release. So hard to say. It is still cool because I love seeing new archetypes, but I do definitely get nervous sometimes about that. I really hope Konami does like another structure deck too. Like I would love to see 2 structure decks next year. That's one that just makes sense to me so much. Like structure decks just feel like money printing machines. So I don't really, as long as you make them good, they should be printing you money, but who knows. But there you go. Pretty cool. Let me know your thoughts down below on this. Is there anything you can glean from Justice Hunters as far as brand new archetypes, how this would kind of like lead into them? I'd be curious to hear what you're thinking there. And then just maybe in general, what kind of new archetypes would you like to see that you feel like have kind of been missing from the game? I'd love to hear what you guys are looking for there. But just want to get this out to you, kind of slipped through the cracks of yesterday with just all the noise, and wanted to get this information to you. But that's it for me here. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, subscribe to the channel for more news updates from me down the line. Should actually be getting into Alliance Insight reveals pretty soon here. If not this week, I think like next week, maybe when they actually start really getting into heavier AI reveals. So I'll keep you up to date on that stuff as stuff drops. So subscribe for that, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Peace.